flight and rose above all. He changed the game and became a legend.
Everyone, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, and we welcome you to the opening game of the 1991 NBA Finals. It's the Chicago Bulls out of the East against the Los Angeles Lakers out of the West in what should be an exciting best-of-7 series. But really, Clark, the story here is Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan facing each other in these finals.
Kevin, it really is the story. I mean, they've met only 12 times since Jordan joined Magic in the NBA back in 1984. Now it won't just be a one-on-one battle, but these two will be at the heart of everything. First, for the Lakers, the question is, how do you stop Jordan from pouring in basket after basket? I'm not sure they'll find an answer to that question.
Well, when it comes to Jordan, really, you can't look to stop him. You can only try to slow him down. But the other side of that equation, Clark, as you mentioned, is Magic Johnson. And he'll cause a lot of matchup problems for the Chicago defense.
And it starts, Kevin, with his size. I mean, he's so tall and talented with the ball that he's a driving force of the offense. I mean, he runs the Laker offense. Chicago will probably end up putting a bigger guard on him, and then he'd probably look to eat up the smaller guards in the post. We might actually get to see the Jordan-Magic matchup because of that. But even if that isn't the case, you can expect them to try to one-up each other, not every trip down the floor, but throughout the game.
Well, this has the makings of, Clark, I think, a fantastic NBA Finals.
I'm right with you there, partner.
And let's go to Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have for us?
Kevin, some serious questions about James Worthy's availability and his ankle heading into this game. When I spoke to him earlier, he said his ankle is improving. It doesn't look to be close to 100%, but hopefully they'll be able to treat it enough to where he can get through the game. They're better off with him, even if he's not 100%, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And Worthy's such a big part, Clark, of this Laker offense.
Boy, Kevin, losing him would hurt, not only because he's a great finisher and fills the lanes and is a versatile defender as well, but he's a warrior. He's championship tested. So they'll miss him if he's not able to go at full strength.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Perkins out there with Worthy. Then it's Magic Johnson. And there's Byron Scott and Evans. And the shot is good from Johnson. Clark, so far during these playoffs, we've seen Jordan really ease into the game.
Yeah, good strategy for him. He's tended to keep a low profile in the early going, allowing other guys to get involved, and then he steps on the gas in the second half, acting as a distributor in the first part of the game and then scoring later.
Kind of giving the team what they might need in any given game.
Yep.
Jordan picking up right where he left off against the Pistons last round. Guarded by Paxson. A shot by Johnson, no good. But what you said about Jordan is the distributor, the facilitator, though, in the early part, it's worked for the Bulls.
Yeah, when he gets everyone involved, the Bulls' offense is more dynamic. He knows that, and it's why he'll try to get everyone touches early. Second half, though, look out. That's when Jordan is shot hungry. He's looking to score.
You're right.
Just too difficult to squeeze that pass low.
Worthy kicks to Johnson. Here's D-Bots. It's rebounded by Paxson.
With that, they find themselves missing on 4 of their first 5 shot attempts. That's not a good start. Actually, it's a bad start for them.
As the defenders were getting back on defense trying to protect the basket, he got a good look from downtown and said, why not? Nice 3-ball.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Worthy. Shoots over Grant. And again, the Lakers no good.
And Worthy still looks troubled by his ankle out there. Really struggling to keep up.
Clark, what are some of the initial strategies we can expect from these two teams?
You know, I think they'll want to start off the same way, Kev. Get the ball low into the post to get their big fellas on a roll early. And then if they can do that, it sets them up in their half-court game.
Here's Cartwright.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
Jordan kicks to Pippen. Outside Jordan. Defended by Scott. Back to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Shoots over Scott. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Grant. Jordan's got 9. And Michael gets right to work early in this game. Let's swing it over to Doris Burke.
Well, as usual, when one team has significant rest, there is a question about rust. 6 days off for the Bulls, who haven't played since Monday, while the Lakers are rested but have played on Thursday. I asked Coach Phil Jackson about this, and he said they are going to have to look to rebuild momentum a little bit, but the camaraderie is still there. Sounds like he's a bit concerned about his team's sharpness in this one. We'll see how it plays, guys.
Great stuff, Doris. Thank you. And having not played in a week, that could affect the Bulls.
It could a bit, but for the finals, you know this team is prepared and really ready to go. I think they're chomping at the bit. So I don't think the time off will be as much of a factor as some think.
Making a switch here, the Bulls.
He hasn't been able to get on track here.
Left side, Jordan. Defended by Scott. A nice shot by Jordan.
And so far in this one, Jordan not missing a beat from the end of that Pistons series. He's on target early.
Lakers trailed by 9. Clark, this will be an ongoing story for the series. Does Worthy's ankle affect him?
It has to, Kevin. I mean, he just can't be the same. He won't be the same. Against Portland, he was hesitant to put the ball on the floor. His go-to move is attacking the hoop from the top of the circle, and he just can't do that if the ankle's bothering him.
Here's Armstrong after Magic Johnson's bucket. Michael to shoot. Jordan can't get it to go. So it's the Lakers now. They trail by 7. Stolen away. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here comes James Worthy. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Bulls with the early lead, and that's what they've become accustomed to here at home. Poked away. Here's Scott. With the fadeaway, and that's not going to fall for him.
Well, the defense has been causing a lot of rush shots here. They're really doing an outstanding job. Everybody's on the same page. It's 5 guys out there working together.
And so we've reached the end of 1. It's the Bulls up 7.
Kevin, their offense has been flowing right from the get-go. It's been fun to watch.
And the second quarter about to get underway. The Bulls leading by 7. Not that you would expect much different, but Magic Johnson was huge in that Game 6.
25 points, and he did an outstanding job of carrying the offense. He also had 11 boards and 8 assists too, Kevin.
So with Pippen sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Livingston is out there with Cartwright, and it's Michael Jordan, then it's B.J. Armstrong. Here's Worthy, gets the whistle, and he'll go to the line.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
No good on the free throw. And Clark back to Magic. That's pretty much what you've come to expect from him in the playoffs. Near triple-doubles.
Yeah, that's what he does. I mean, he's such a terrific player, and he's had to carry a little more of the load this time around, but he's been more than up to the task so far.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Armstrong. He's guarded by Johnson. Outside Jordan. From deep. Can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. Here's Worthy. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
Good job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
Armstrong with it. Got a piece of it. Looking at Perkins here, he really stepped up big in that Game 6 against the Blazers.
You know what? The Lakers might not be here now if he didn't have that big game. 26 points, 10 of 14 shooting. He was a force in the middle.
Chicago leading. Pass to Jordan. Jordan with another miss. And here's Los Angeles. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. You know, Clark, thinking more about Perkins. With Worthy hurting, they needed him to be a big factor.
Well, you figured they need somebody to pick up the slack, and it did happen that way. The bench helped out too, but you got to give credit to Perkins for putting his stamp on that game.
Scottie Pippen's checked in for Chicago. Paxson comes in for Armstrong. And the Lakers making a change here. Here's Johnson. About 3.5 minutes left in the second. Lets it go from the wing, and it's Divac missing. And it's the Bulls with the ball. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Now Cartwright. Fires from 14, and again, Chicago, no good. The Lakers trail. Outside Pippen. The shot by Divac. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Clark, seeing Worthy out there, he's moving so much better than he was against Portland.
Yeah, he really is, Kevin. I mean, he just wasn't himself with that injury. In a big game like that, you know if he's healthy, he's putting up more than 8 points.
And Jordan gets it to go. Here's Johnson. 2:24 left in the half. And the Lakers call time here. Both teams deciding to change it up. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And back to Worthy. You could see him struggling with everything. Only going 3 of 12. That's just not him.
Not at all, Kevin, especially if you look at how efficient he's been from the floor throughout his career. But he does look better now and should be back to his old ways soon.
And that spells trouble for Chicago.
It does.
Jordan pulls. Jordan can't get that one to fall. Lakers trailed by 4. Here's Scott. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. And here are the Bulls now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Grant with a screen on Johnson. From deep, Jordan. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
Nothing's working for him here. He's just really struggling to find the basket.
Clark, the Bulls completed the sweep almost a week ago now against the Pistons.
Yeah, they were really clicking and left no doubt that this team deserved to represent the East in the NBA Finals. This should be a great one with Jordan and Pippen each with their first trip to the limelight of championship basketball.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Williams picks him up. Outside Jordan. Jordan with another miss.
Not his quarter, Kevin. He was doing okay earlier, but he's gone ice cold.
Here's Johnson. Goes up, and it's tied up. Johnson's got 8 points. And here are the Bulls now. Grant the pass to Jordan. And here's Purdue working on Divac. Back to Jordan. From deep. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier. What a run. They're making shots and playing lockdown deep. You know, both teams, Kevin, are just about even in terms of giveaways here, so no advantage either way.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Trailing by 2. Livingston. And again, no good by Chicago. And here's Los Angeles. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Jordan against Scott. Here's Johnson, blocked. Purdue with the ball. And 3 from Jordan. Scott is on it.
Kevin, I'll tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second half. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
With his length, Kevin, he doesn't necessarily have to go way up top to throw it down.
Here's Paxson. That'll do it for the first half.
Check out the game for Johnson. He has 8 points, and you can throw in a couple of steals for him, too. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
We'll see you in just a moment, live here from Chicago. Looking at this Bulls team, Clark, their role players have really stepped up this season.
They certainly have, and they're a big part of why the Bulls have made it to the finals, Kevin. Really, every team that makes it this far have Velcro guys, I call them, who know what they're doing, understand their roles, and accept them.
Outside Jordan. Here's Pippen. The rebound by Johnson.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually automatic.
And on the floor for Mike Dunleavy starting the second half. Worthy out there with Perkins. Then it's Divac. And there's Byron, Scott, and Johnson.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
Bulls trail by 6. Now Grant. It's tipped. And here is Scott. He's got 6. He dumps it off. His first shot of the game, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Kevin, they're fighting extremely hard right here. Bit by bit, just trying to pull away.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Cartwright. Jordan takes off, and Jordan slams it in.
This is one guy that he doesn't like to see coming toward the basket with a head of steam.
Well, you can count on those kinds of slams every time from him.
Yeah, he'll launch and posterize.
Looking at Scottie Pippen, Clark, he's a huge reason why the Bulls are here in their first NBA Finals.
Yeah, I really think he's the most important reason. I mean, we know all about Jordan, but the play of Scottie Pippen. He made the jump to being an all-star this year. He's averaging over 17 points a game, chipping in with assists and rebounds and excellent defense and steals. He's been an all-around force and a tremendous compliment to Michael Jordan.
Making a switch here, the Bulls. Bulls trail by 8. Pippen, a screen on Scott.
Pippen against Worthy. Easy shot, and Pippen with the basket. The assist from Michael Jordan. Here's Johnson. He's got 10. Here's Scott. Grant grabs the rock.
And after that first miss, they're 3 of 4. They're trying to run him out of the building right now.
And Pippen gets it to go. Here's Johnson. 2:55 left in the third. Gets the bucket. Johnson's got 12.
You can see now that they found some cracks in that defense in the second half. I mean, much better attacking of the defense after figuring them out from that first half.
No good from Grant. Clark, what should we watch as Jordan checks up Magic?
Well, one thing to keep an eye on is his hands, Kevin. Not so much on the ball as away from it. He always keeps them up, and in the past has deflected a lot of passes intended for Magic. Really anticipating the pass and playing defense before Magic even gets the ball.
Chicago on D after Vlade Divac misses.
Well, it's clear they're struggling some here in the second half. I thought they played better on the defensive end in the first half.
Michael to shoot. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Johnson kicks to Perkins. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Perkins got his second bucket of the night. Pass to Pippen. Armstrong with it. On the line. And it's Perkins with the rebound. Lakers leading by 6. Grant hits the reach-in call. That's his first foul. Several teams changing it up here. Here's Worthy. Knocks it down from 19 feet. Worthy's got 5.
Great execution on the inbounds play, and they get the basket.
One thing about the Chicago team, Clark, they have great spacing on offense.
Yeah, they really do a nice job in that part of the game, and part of it is they know the system so well. Each player on the floor knows exactly where his 4 teammates should be, and his teammates are always in the right position. I mean, they've got tremendous chemistry, and that's why they're effective offensively.
I knew you'd pick up on that chemistry. That's big with you.
It's very big.
Jordan against Smith. Here's Pippen. And again, no good by Chicago.
An ideal time to go 2 for 1. Every possession counts.
Here's Worthy. Nails the step-back J. Worthy's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Williams against Jordan. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake. He's shooting 28% from downtown. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Oh! Beautiful, beautiful pass. Well executed there.
And the Bulls making a change here. Cartwright's checked in. Nice job at the line, and that one falls to pick up the and one. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And I love the unselfishness. It's a joy to watch. You know, Kevin, all these rebounds allow them to attack the defense before they have a chance to get back and set up on D.
The open shot by Worthy puts too much on it.
It's not been a day to remember, but if they get the win, I'm sure being the team player that he is, he'll be fine.
Some great basketball so far as we end the 3rd quarter.
Check out the game for Johnson. 12 points and 2 steals as well. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
Lakers lead by 8. Here's Johnson. So with Pippen sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Michael Jordan is out there with John Paxson. Then there's Grant. Then it's Cartwright. Scott can't get it to go.
He's not giving an inch on defense. He really bothered that shot.
Byron Scott will see a lot of Jordan throughout this series.
Yeah, he will, and anybody who does that certainly has their hands full when you try to D-up Michael Jordan. No knock on Byron. I mean, he's a good defender. It's just the toughest matchup you can draw as a perimeter defender.
Bulls trail by 8. Inside, here's Jordan. Buries the short-range shot. Jordan's got 25 points.
Such a creative finish. That was an impressive move.
Clark, thinking back to what you said about Scott on Michael Jordan, his offensive game might be affected as well because of who he's guarding.
I think that's certainly the case. I mean, not only is he going to have to be worried about him on both ends, but he's going to be worn out trying to keep up with and chase Michael Jordan around. But if he can do his job on defense, I don't think it really matters as much if he scores or not.
Offside Worthy, guarded by Paxson. Worthy drawing the double team. Here's Johnson. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Their biggest deficit of the game was 11 points. Jordan against Worthy. Worthy against Paxson. Scott gets the rebound. Lakers leading by 6. Now here's Johnson to the inside. That's good from Worthy on the assist by Johnson.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
And here is Cartwright. Paxson is guarded by Johnson. Deflects the pass. It stays here. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Armstrong. Outside Jordan. The dump off. Takes a 3. And it's Armstrong missing. Here are the Lakers with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Uh-oh, a little bit of a statement made there while he hung on the rim.
That's one way to make sure the whole building knows exactly what you just did. Here's Armstrong. 2:46 left in the fourth. These Bulls can really get out and run, Clark.
That's really the strength of their game in my mind. They have 2 wingmen in Jordan and Pippen who can finish like nobody else. And they've got enough guys that can handle the ball where it makes getting a fast break going easy for this Bulls team.
Tipped. It stays here. Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 10. 2:23 left in the game. Here's Jordan. Clock is at 3. 2 on the clock. That doesn't go either for Jordan.
Look, Kev, they're making a strong statement under the boards. I mean, out-rebounding by a pretty good margin here.
And it's Smith missing. And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 10-point game. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Grant. 28 points for Jordan. Timeout called the Lakers. They're up by 7. 1:55 left to the fourth. And some changes for Chicago. Cartwright comes in for Will Perdue. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. And the Lakers making a change here. Here's Johnson. Here's Scott. And he lays that one up and in. And the Lakers lead by 9.
He's really one of the big reasons why they have the lead now. He's playing an extremely efficient game. It's fun to watch.
Jordan with the bucket.
Well, he's really doing all he can to keep his team in the game here. What a tremendous effort.
Johnson, the pass to Worthy. Arcs it high. Nice D from Pippen. Chicago with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Jordan's shot is off. Lakers leading by 7. Johnson outside. Here's Worthy. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. Sinks the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Perfect from the line, and it's a 9-point ball game. Here's Paxson. 1:06 left in the game. Cuts off the pass. Wasn't careful with his position. Gets nailed with the backcourt violation. Here's Johnson. On the wing, Scott. Fires from the elbow. And it's Jordan with the rebound. And so here is Chicago. Outside Pippen. And 3 from Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. 33 points for Jordan. The Lakers with an excellent chance to put the nail in the coffin. Here's Johnson, and he lays that one up and in. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Healthy lead, and with smart play the rest of the way, they should be able to win this. Outside Pippen, and again it's the Bulls from deep. Boy, there's been no answer for the three-point shot this half. They've dominated from behind the arc.
And there's the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. 2 for 2, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Nice job to make them all. That's a big play to extend their lead.
Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 7. 21 seconds left to the fourth. Here's Paxson. Deflected. And 3 from Jordan. The rebound by Johnson. Paxson gets called for the reach. That's his first foul of the game. In the bonus, will go to the free throw line.
They had the foul, but he's the last guy you want to put on the line. He doesn't miss often.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Magic Johnson.
Gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game.
Huge free throws there, Kevin. He just put this game out of reach.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 9. 2 seconds left in the game. Off the inbound pass, can't connect. And that's the end of it. The Lakers steal game 1 here in Chicago and take the early lead in the series 1-0. Great performance from LA.
Boy, and if you're a Lakers fan, Kevin, this is exactly the kind of start you